Hi guys, this is Jason Hidalgo with the Reno Gazette Journal and USA Today Network, also known as Tabby Asobi on YouTube, and today I'll be showing you actual gameplay footage of the saber-toothed flying wyvern itself, Barioth in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. So those of you who have followed my work in the past know that I've been writing Monster Hunter articles in our newspaper since the Try days, including key quest guides for 4U and Generations. Because of our coverage over the years, I was recently invited to the Capcom USA offices in San Francisco, alongside several gaming media outlets, to try out a test build of Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I believe the session I was in had gaming journalists from IGN, GameSpot, and US Gamer, and we basically had a chance to play the first 3 to 4 hours of the campaign and hunt the first 6 monsters in the process. One of those happened to be one of my favorites in the series, Barioth, so I decided to do my first video from the session on this particular monster. Now I'm only showing highlights because we have a hard cap of 30 minutes total for a video that we can post from the entire session, so I wanted to split things up so I can still show the Viper Tobikodachi, Nightshade Paolumu, and Coral Pukipuki subspecies monsters in other videos. This hunt also starts out a bit rough because this was the tail end of the session and we didn't have enough players to create a second 4-player group. So we started with 3, but the Capcom staffer helping us had to AFK for about 13 minutes because he had some tasks to do. So I ended up tag teaming Barioth with another journalist for those 13 minutes, and we were basically fighting a Barioth that had the max 4-player health with just 2 people. Thankfully, or surprisingly, we had no feints during this time, probably because I switched to lance for this particular fight, while the other player was using gun lance. Shield for the win. We also ended up with a full team halfway through the hunt, and it became more manageable after that. On that note, I'd just like to say thank you to Yuri and Albert from Capcom for their help, not just with this hunt, but throughout these sessions. Anyway, here are the highlights for the rest of the Barioth hunt. For starters, I'd just like to say that Barioth looks great after getting the Monster Hunter World treatment visually. My coworker Cameron, who accompanied me, actually said, "Wow, Barioth looks more like a dragon now." And I think that's due to its additional details, like its scales, for example. The monster's moves will also be familiar to veterans of the series, though I noticed what looks like a new attack where it rears up on its hind legs, then jumps up vertically and pounds us down on the ground. Between Barioth's fast movements and ice attacks, this is definitely one of the more intense fights in Iceborne so far, and was my favorite hunt during the entire session. You can also see during this hunt how fun the new Clutch Claw mechanics are. You'll see Clutch Claw mounts with the lance, Insect Glaive, and Charge Blade for example, as well as the lance's new Clutch Claw shield counter, which I used several times. Anyway, if you have any thoughts or questions, please feel free to leave a comment. As always, thank you for watching, and make sure to check back for more Monster Hunter World Iceborne coverage.